Ladies and gentlemen, you are watching yet another episode of Eric Lima Shenanigans of 1977. It's Thursday night, and you know what that means. It's time for the TNA Wrestling Event Center. And now here's the man that always makes an impact here on YouTube, Eric M. Lima. Thank you very much, Mr. Announcer, sir. Well, hello there, everyone. Welcome to yet another episode of Eric Lima Shenanigans of 1977. Episode 1338 of the show. What's going on, everybody? April the 11th, 2024, 10:24 p.m. The Red Sox are losing 9-3. That game's over, in my opinion. Orioles is just too good this year. We're going to talk about what happened on TNA Impact. So let's get going on this thing, and just to let you know, I'm still on vacation for the next couple of days. Actually, technically next 3 days, because Sunday I have off as well. So, but once Monday the 15th, I get back to work, and that's the way it is. So, and it's supposed to be a little warmer. I do believe so. It is expected so. And my last days of work were a little bit on the cold side, but now I think we're starting to climb up a little bit in that department. Let's check out what's going on. And there's an altercation. I think Hammerstone did come out and decided to call out Josh Alexander. Alexander came out to talk a few trash. They started beating the heck out of each other, and then he's about to come out, but then Tommy Dreamer says, I gotta say something, and all that. And just trust me, go to the bat. So, out of respect for Tommy Dreamer, Alexander did so. And then Hammerstone goes, and then Tommy Dreamer turns to Hammerstone and says, I'm the one that brought you here. I believed in you, and hopefully you'll be successful. You remind me a lot of Josh Alexander. And when he first came on the scene, and that's why, I signed you here with Impact. I got you here. So, and then as he says, thank you. And then as he walked away, Hammerstone kind of resonated, but it was all a facade. He decided to attack Tommy Dreamer, and then he put him in the torture rack, and then Josh Alexander decided to come back and chase Hammerstone out of there and come to Tommy Dreamer's aid. Well, when someone asks you to stay in the back, I said, listen, I'll do it, but I'm going to be watching. He pulls a fast one on you, I'm coming out there. That's why let me see, I know you want to talk to him, that's fine. But if he pulls a fast one on you, I'm coming out to save you. So, excuse me, wow, what a day. Anyways. And, so yeah, we just finished off Rant and Rave. We have a lot of things, big plan for Rant and Rave this year. Hopefully we're trying to level up. Sometimes we're taking huge risks to do so, and just to let you guys know that sometimes and I did express that since we're bringing in a guest in October, and just because we're bringing in this guest, that doesn't mean we're friends with him right away. It's just, like I said, this is a debate. That's all it is for. So I know that a lot of people out there do not like this individual. You know who I'm talking. If you want to know who I'm talking about, refer to episode 235 we just finished doing. Just watch that, and you'll understand why I said what I said. So, just to let you know. I know a lot of people say, "Oh, it's not a good look" or anything like that. It's for a debate. We're not going to be, we don't necessarily have to be friends with him and all that. It's just that. But this will be between our co-leaders and co-founders of the Rant and Rave podcast and the man who issued the challenge. So it's going to be between the four of them, and they'll take care of it then. I don't have to worry about nothing, okay? Just to let you know. A little friendly reminder. I figured it would be very, very important. So then the Digital Media title was on the line, and Crazy Steve defended against Laredo Kid. The match was going great until Crazy Steve decided to go after the mask. And when he went after the mask, Laredo Kid kind of flipped out, snapped, and he kind of went Crazy Steve. And then when the referee tried to stop it, he pushed the referee down. The referee did disqualify him because of that, and the referee did disqualify him, and Steve ended up winning the matchup, still walking out of the ring the champion. So there's that. Chris Sabin was talking to the Time Splitters, and they said, listen, it's my fault, and everything has happened and all that. And they opted to hug it out, which is good. Then they had ABC versus First Class, and First Class ended up winning that matchup in a good tag team match. Then Joe Hendry came out, and he was cutting a promo, and then he did the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air lyrics, which I thought was hilarious, in a way. So as Joe Hendry challenged him to a tag team matchup, the question is who's going to be his partner. That would be a good question. Everybody will love Joe Hendry because say his name and he appears. I believe in Joe Hendry. And guess what? I know Roman will be like, no singing, but it's it's whatever. So that's pretty good. Asbury Elegance and George Iceman want to talk to Santino Marella about putting them in the title match in the picture. Because the victory Santino Marella goes to the country. I'll think about it and like that, and so I think Asbury Elegance wants to be in that title match. Mustafa Ali and the Grizzled Young Veterans talk to each other about making the X Division great again. The only thing is you got Jake Something, and people don't want Jake Something in the X Division. So then the contract signing between Jordan Grace and Steph DeLander, who had Matt Cardona in his corner, and then the two are talking trash. They shook hands, and then both women found out, but Steph DeLander laid out Grace, and that's where we're at right now. The system was trying to talking to Masa Slamovich about having them join them and having Alicia getting a championship title, and Masa Slamovich responded to them in Russian. Don't know what the heck she said, and that's the only problem. Looks like they're gonna. But then, Jonathan Gresham's at this meeting part 2. I don't know if it's like some kind of cult thing going on or something like that. I don't know if it's part of his new gimmick or something like that. Well, but I think Jonathan Gresham is trying to find himself, so to speak. And he thought being at this meeting with a few people would. So who is Gresham aligned himself with? That's the question that I wish I could answer that. And then Trent Seven went one-on-one with Moose. Moose did win the matchup, but then the system decided to continue to attack Mike Bailey. But then the Time Machine, all three chased him off. And then Santino Marella confronts the system. But then confronts the system, and then Trent Seven Trent Seven and Mike Bailey were yelling at him. And Santino goes, "I'm going to solve this problem. You'll defend your tag team titles next week against the Motor City Machine Guns." And he looks at Speedball Mountains. You'll face the winners of that matchup. So, and he said, "That's fine." So there you go. But then the Death Dolls, who are now, I think, going back by Decay, Havoc and Rosemary, said they want a rematch for the tag team titles. They said, "You'll get it at Rebellion." So you got yourself a rematch against Spitfire. That's a team of Danny Luna and Jody Threat, the new Knockouts Tag Team Champions. Then James Drake went one-on-one with Jake Something. Jake Something won a great matchup. But then Mustafa Ali came out, and all his followers had signs that say no to Jake Something and all that. So Jake Something decided to respond to take out all those guys, and then Ali. He tried to take out Ali, but then the Grizzly Young Vets get involved. They started jumping him, and then Cody Deaner decided to get at the Grizzly Young Vets, but then they attacked him, and then they laid out Jake Something and stood tall. So there you go. Steve Macklin and Nick Nemeth were cutting a promo for Immersed, a new pay-per-view event, as Macklin will go one-on-one with Nick Nemeth at Immersed. The Monsters Ball between PCO and Khan. This matchup had crazy things. As you know, PCO and Khan, PCO is crazy to do anything. And at his age, God bless him. God bless PCO. I'm glad he follows me on X, though. But that's, the fun part about that is that it was a match, and then there was one part where Khan made trying to make PCO swallow some tacks, but he spit out the tacks, started attacking him, and then he slammed Khan down, and then put him in the moon and got in the moonsault. 1, 2, 3. PCO wins the Monsters Ball. Gonna be a heck of a deal. Now, I wanted to address the AEW situation of what happened. Last night I talked a little bit about it, and just to let you know, going forward, I will be still watching AEW because I believe there's more talent than just the Young Bucks and Kenny Omega. The reason why I have not mentioned Omega as much because Omega's been hurt and he's been dealing with some medical problems of his own, and I think Kenny Omega should not be worried about wrestling right now. He should be worried about getting healthy first and getting better instead of worrying about the shenanigans of the Young Bucks and Tony Khan. There's lots of different contrasting stories going on in that situation. All I know is since that footage has been aired, it was a big mistake by AEW. I'm hoping they do well, but they're not just screwing themselves, they're screwing the other talent that is part of AEW right now. And some of that talent is just came from the WWE. Now, I'm sure, a lot of them would see, I've seen the change in the WWE, they would think, we might just want to go back to something like, Toni Storm. I wish I would love to see her back in the WWE in any shape or form. Bring her timeless gimmick with her. That would be really cool. John Moxley, Renee, when Will Ospreay was talking about, Triple H in that promo of his that he cut and said about, grinding on the boss's daughter, I'm sure it doesn't bother Triple H because he's probably heard it all before. But Renee Paquette, she's like, oh my God, even when that footage from All In came out and was released, you see Tony Schiavone's reaction to it. He felt like he's in WCW 2001 and 2001 again. Which is really, really kind of, or it's not like the finger poke of doom, but regardless of what's been going on with AEW, I think, AEW likes to work with other organizations too, but like I said, like I said on Rant and Rave, storylines have to be involved, there could be a storyline with in the women's division, you got Mariah May torn between two people that is taking her under their wings. You got Mina Shirakawa with her and Xia Brookside, part of Club Venus and Stardom, while Toni Storm is taking Mariah as her understudy. So, could this lead to a feud between Toni Storm and Mina Shirakawa? That's another thing, too. She made her AEW, Mina Shirakawa made her Ring of Honor debut, going one-on-one with Anna Jay. So, I thought, meanwhile, on the, last night on AEW Dynamite, she made her debut, coming to the aid of Mariah May. So that's something that there's going to be, like I said, interesting situations and storylines. And that's what I'm going to continue watching AEW. I'm watching the WWE, AEW, and TNA. And I'm going to keep reporting on them because I am a wrestling fan also. I'm a baseball fan and video game fan. I'm not even video games as much. I got to start doing them. So that's all the time we have on the show. Episode number 1338 of the show. Tomorrow we get the game of strategy, luck, knowledge, and daring. Bullseye coming at you. So I'm hoping to get that done. So until the next episode comes rolling around, Mr. Announcer, take us home. That is all for today's episode. This is your announcer speaking for Eric Lima Shenanigans of 1977. A Big Beefy E, do it for Bob Saget Productions, and in association with a Raven Bofa Telepictures and Distribution. Thank you for watching today's episode. Tune in next time for another episode of Eric Lima Shenanigans of 1977. Goodbye for now.